Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Embather roll-up dish drying rack. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Okay, so let's pull this out. Okay, so this is a series of stainless steel rods. It's 304 stainless, and then on the end it has silicone to tie them all together. So this can roll out and it gives you a drying rack. So you could put this on your countertop, so when you're done washing dishes you can set them on here to dry. You can also put this over your sink. So if you get one size to your sink, you can put this over the sink, and then when the dishes are draining, it'll drain directly into the sink. Since this is stainless steel, you could also use it to prepare food. So if you're cutting up certain types of vegetables or fruit, you could set them right on this over the sink, and then you can rinse water right through them. So let me get a measurement on here. So for the width on this, I'm getting about 14 and 7/8 inches. On the length, I have about 17 and 1/8 inches. So the nice thing about this is when you're done using it, you can just roll it up, and now it's taking up less room. So you could put this in a drawer, you could store it in a pantry or something. It's not taking up as much room as it would if it were full length. So I'm going to take this up to my kitchen so we can look at it there. Okay, so I'm at my kitchen sink, and I put this over the left sink here so you can see. Now, because of the way the faucet's here, there's not a tremendous amount of overlap. So when I put this on, I just butt it up against that, and it's very solid. So if I press on it, there's enough hanging over here that this is very solid. And then on this side, there's about that much hanging over. Of course, this is going to depend on how large your sink is. So you'll want to measure your sink and how big this is and do the comparison. But this fits very well on this sink. It's just perfectly fit. So if you're washing dishes, you can rinse them off and set them up here. If you're preparing fruits or vegetables, you could put them on here while you're maybe cutting them. So actually I could move this over to that sink. And if I was peeling potatoes, I could set the potatoes on it, peel them into this sink, and then set them back on here when I'm done. And then when I'm done using this, I can just roll this up, and it won't take up much room for storage. Okay, so I wanted to take a look at this in an RV. So here I have the countertop, and I can lay this out on the counter. So if you wash dishes, you can set them up here. So this fits very nicely. This will also fit on the sink. You could put it on, say, half of the sink like this. So since this is a round sink, this isn't going to fit perfectly, but I think it's very usable. We could also cover a good portion of the sink with it. But I kind of like it at the half mark. Now, since this is silicone, if you wanted to just use it halfway on this all the time, that's all you ever wanted to do, you could cut this here and make it a little bit shorter. So then when you're done using this, we can roll it up and then stow this away in like a cabinet or something easily. So since this is heat resistant, you could also say take a hot pot off of here and set it on here. That way you're not scorching your countertop. Now you could potentially put this on the counter and put it on here, but some of the heat could get through here. If you want to be a little bit safer, you'd put it over the sink, so then it's just air underneath. So that's very convenient. Also wanted to mention that this is dishwasher safe. So if you do get this dirty, you can put it in the dishwasher to wash it. So that's the Embather dish drying rack. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.